Welcome back to the show. You're watching Arise 360 with myself, Ike Miracle, and Shay Twatik. All right, without wasting much of your time, our next guest, Juliet Obiora, is a Nigerian humanitarian, digital safety advocate leading national efforts to protect children online, and she's a director of Action Against Child Sexual Abuse Initiative, Nigeria's In Hope Certified Online, where she drives technology-powered programs to combat child sex exploitation, image abuse, amongst others. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I mean, so child abuse is a very touchy subject, you know, like it happens, I feel like in every part of our, should I say lives, people go through it, live with trauma. Now, what do you think can be done in terms of, should I say, passing the message through awareness? What do you think we can do to enlighten the public more on what child abuse actually is? Some people actually don't even know what it means. They feel like it's you maybe hit a child or, get physical. What do you think can be done? Is it through movies, music? You tell us.
Oh, thank you so much, Kina. Well, I'm actually sitting here. If you can see my T-shirt, it's reading the third richest nation of the world. So this is part of what we're doing, and the conversation is framed around, of course, what is happening on the 22nd and on the 23rd of November, and which is the global G20 summit, having all the world leaders are going to be coming to South Africa. And, so awareness for us is more like, speaking the language we think they would understand. And of course, that's why I'm here. So yes, awareness is key, but I think we've gone beyond awareness. The conversation is around, more like driving world leaders or giving, having a more convincing conversation with world leaders to prioritize childhood or, of course, violence against children as, one of their very strong or very important policy agendas.
All right, then thank you for that. And let's touch on, technology and digital safety. It can be used, we know that tech can be used as a tool for connection, but it can also be used as a weapon for harm. Now, how is your platform using these tech partnerships with digital platforms to protect children online?
Well, technology has its goods. I mean, everything we do today in the world is technology. Our communication, what we're having right now is technology. So definitely technology has brought a lot of connection amongst people. But of course, it comes with its harms. It has really created more rooms and anonymity for perpetrators to, of course, access children across platforms. So yes, we do have a reporting platform, a global reporting platform that kind of, more like addresses child sexual abuse material, which is what you used to call child pornographic materials. But more importantly, our conversations have always been around, how do we prioritize? Technology is part of the conversation. So whether it's online or it's offline, there is still a continuum between what is happening in the world of technology and of course, on the offline spaces. Why? Because you can speak for yourself that technology has facilitated violence, and that's why we call it technology facilitated child sexual abuse or childhood sexual violence, or as the case may be. So yes, there is technology facilitating violence, and of course violence itself is still being perpetrated against children, and that's why this conversation around this G20 summit is really, really important, that we bring to light, the real cost of, violence against children, ensuring that world leaders recognize that violence against children is not just a moral imperative, or ending violence against children is not just a moral imperative, but more or less it's driven towards seeing it as an economic opportunity. And that is why I would go back to talk about the third richest nation. And it's really important that we start to see the costs, what this childhood sexual violence or violence against children, what the cost it brings to us as, generally as the world and as a nation and generally as a populace of the universe. So it's really important that we start to prioritize addressing childhood sexual violence. And just to take you back to what the T-shirt I'm wearing, which is the third richest nation of the world, which is a campaign that I'm here, that was put together by Brave Movement. And Brave Movement is more or less a global survival-led movement. And the conversation for Brave Movement is to see how we can prioritize to ensure that world leaders are listening, are not just listening, but we're speaking the language that they understand as they convene 22nd, 23rd of this month, to ensure that they are, seeing how to prioritize childhood sexual violence or violence against children in general, seeing how they can see the cost effect. In fact, the campaign talks about that the cost of childhood sexual violence worldwide. I don't know if we have an opportunity to play. There was a campaign video. I think I shared it, but I hope if there's opportunity to play, that would really be great. Why? Because it's really important to see the cost effectiveness of prioritizing prevention, education, and healthcare, as a tool to end or eradicate childhood sexual violence or violence against children, as the case may be.
All right, then thank you so much, Juliet. We appreciate your time here on Arise News, and we really do hope that we are able to see a safe internet for children in the coming future. All right, then.
Very important.
Yes, thank you.